Taurus, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for the rest of 2024. I can't believe I'm saying that. We don't have a whole lot of time left. We're about to enter into December. This is it, folks. We're wrapping up the year. I'm cautiously optimistic for 2025. I feel a shift in the energy. I hope you do too. A lot more presence and stillness, despite the hustle and bustle of the holidays. I hope you find moments of solitude and quiet and peace. But let's get into your reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Taurus. We're going to get a few clarifiers to start out with the Oracle. And then we're going to go directly into your tarot spread. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit for you today. Ooh, that one to come out sideways. So both of the messages are apropos. Ooh, you are clearing the path at this time, Taurus. And you may be pretty clear about where you're headed. Or at least if you haven't been, there is something that you're slicing through here. Carving a path toward your dreams. Slice through the obstacles. Cutting edge. And then we have cleared the path. Embrace the journey ahead with an open heart. Ready to discover and grow from the revelations to come. So the path will be made clear. If you are in a period of time where you have uncertainty about your future, Spirit wants to reassure you that in the coming weeks, you're going to remove whatever obstacles that you felt were impeding you with moving forward in a situation. All right, what else do we have here? Ooh, see what's real. Wow. Observe with clarity. True insight lies beyond the surface. So you could be seeing things physically or with your sixth sense here. But they want you to have clarity around what you're seeing. Interesting. Whatever obstacles you've had, it almost maybe felt like you couldn't quite see clearly through it. But now you're going to be given new inner vision. We'll put these up here. Clear the path. See what's real. What else, Spirit? And then divine timing. Makes sense. Yeah, you are... it feels like you've been in a transition. And it's a matter of just trusting as things unfold. We have be patient, for some things take time to manifest fully in your life. Let's see what's manifesting at this time for you. Taurus? Ooh, we have the World and the Empress. Wow. I'd say a lot's manifesting. You're in a period of time where you have leveled up in your energy frequency, leveled up in your expectations, leveled up in your standards. When I see the Empress energy, it's you being unequivocally you. Unequivocally you. That's a hard one. Unabashedly. What are the other words? Think of those. Truly empowered, sitting in your beautiful, divine, Taurian energy. I want to show you something. There's many phases circling around this moon here. So I think that this Taurus full moon was pretty pivotal for you to lay something to rest, I'm hearing. These full moons are an opportunity to release the past fully. And since it was in your sign, Taurus, I do believe that this was a pretty important one on your path. All right, let's see. Current energy, Spirit. Make sure you can see that. Divine timing, see what's real, and clear the path, Taurus. I love it. You're definitely standing in a solitary energy, but you're reaching for more freedom and independence. This is the falcon wings. So something feels like it's about to take flight. It's also the card of prosperity. She's got her herbs hanging in the background with her pentacles, symbolizing whatever you've been working towards. It's been a long journey, but you have a lot to show for it. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to do just with the material realm. I feel like Nine of Pentacles is an energy that it takes time to achieve. And once you arrive there, you almost don't realize it until you start to sit in this frequency of emancipation, but it takes a while for that to fully take hold. At first, you kind of feel like, a baby in it, and then you mature in that energy. So there's this maturation process that I'm seeing here that you're stepping into around making decisions that promote and amplify and expand your feeling of freedom in all realms. In all realms, I'm hearing. Freedom emotionally, freedom physically. You might be clearing out some things in your environment, clearing out some things emotionally that you've been holding on to, clearing out some beliefs that you've been holding on to that aren't serving you anymore. I'm getting this real clearing out energy for you, Taurus. And then what's crossing you? The King of Pentacles. Wow. Now I feel like you are embodying this feeling of taking a step back and reviewing your life at this time. He's sitting in his library, which is all the knowledge he's accumulated, and he's got his loyal dog by his side. So this is your loyalty to your family while maintaining a newfound feeling of independence. And goal setting. I'm getting that a lot of you are setting goals around your monetary success. You've got big plans in 2025. I'm hearing that. Big plans, 2025. And right now, you're being encouraged to take a look at how much you've grown this past year and how much you have released. And how much you still have yet to look forward to. I mean, he really is. Look at his stance. He's sitting still and she's reaching. So your divine feminine may be the one that's actually reaching out into the world, nurturing ideas, spending more time nurturing the people around you. In your solitary energy, though, you have sovereignty and that awareness, but you're still nurturing. And then what's crossing it is this desire maybe to set these new goals in this masculine energy, but also sit back and wait and be patient with divine timing. It's a beautiful balance in your earth energy here that I'm seeing, Taurus, that you've been able to, I'm hearing, fully occupy lately. All right, now let's get into the overall general energy for the rest of the month. Or we'll say pretty much December, because I'm hitting y'all a little later in November. Thank you for being patient with me, as I've had family around, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So hope y'all have a wonderful holiday. And you eat some good food. I love this. We're gonna take these, but we're not gonna put them all together because we want to stand strong in the Fool's energy. You're definitely perched and poised to become unstuck from a position you've been in maybe for a little bit of time. She's got her feet kind of stuck in the mud, but she's grounding, earthing. So you've been getting grounded. And while you've been doing that, you've been kind of I feel like you've been going back and forth between trusting self and trusting what's next. And those went hand in hand. They pair so nicely. The more you trust yourself, the more you can trust what you're manifesting and what's unfolding next. But there is this opportunity for you to do this trust lean here. She's got her staff. She's almost like, okay, I'm going to trust. I promise I'm going to let go. But I want to read the signs. Where's the wind coming from? What velocity? How far am I going to fall? So there might be this evaluation. I'm getting even already, before I clarify, a little bit of overthinking a new trajectory for you. And Spirit is saying, you just got to take the leap and trust. But this is about cultivating innocence, looking at the circle of life here. This is the cosmic web of life. We have sacred geometries, and in the card, it's supposed to symbolize movement. So there's always things changing. And it's a matter of just stepping into it. See what happens. All right, now we're going to go into your career energy. I'm separating things a little bit differently just this month. I don't know if it'll take hold. I really do like to do opportunity challenge, but I wanted to separate career with love life. So let's see what's going on. Wow, 10 of Swords in your career. There's something that you're considering changing. In this card, she's got some forward momentum telling her it's time to leave a situation or move forward to the next phase. You could be deciding to end one thing to begin another, or I just heard planning your exit strategy in a position. You could even be training somebody in the new year so you can take a different role. There's something that you want to change in your career, and a pretty powerful one. 10 of Swords is it's time to stop laying down in a state of surrender, mulling over whether you should, make a change or not. It's time to make the change and move forward. Interesting. And now we have in your love life, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Lately, this card has all been about When pigs fly. What was that? God, what was that? I saw this when I was a kid. I don't know why I'm remembering her. Remember that one where she would say, "Kiss my grits"? Oh, she was a waitress in this diner, Mel's Diner. Oh my God. I think she said something about pigs flying. I don't know why I just thought of that. But there might be a little bit of, I'm hearing her come out right now because there might be a little bit of sass that's coming out in your love life at this time, where it's time to be playful, to consider maybe bringing in a little bit of lightheartedness. Page of Cups is this innocent energy of really either starting something fresh and new and just being flirtatious in it, where it's the very beginning of emotions, or lightening up the energy in an existing partnership. We'll see what that's about. I like seeing the Page of Cups. It feels good in this spread. Now, they want me to shuffle for the immediate future, and then we're going to get into what you don't see coming. Ooh, this one to come out. We're going to take it. Seven of Swords. There's something that you're either having to exercise strategy, or there's some fears and doubts coming up. I'm not getting anything quite deceptive. We'll see how it clarifies. All right, now they want me to do bottom of the deck. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. You definitely are focusing on working hard. And you could be in a period of, yeah, now I see. All right, there's something going on in a decision point. You may decide, you know what, I don't have time for love. Right now it's all about my career. It's all about putting the work in, really putting my nose to the grind, and not really letting anything distract me. So we'll see how this plays out. But you have an important decision to make. You are pulling back from a situation right now because you're perceiving, you either put a lot of work into it and you're not sure, there's some uncertainty, or you just think that work for you or love for you requires a lot of work because the Lovers is showing up here, all right? Which is indicative of typically a strong connection, but for some reason you're seeing it as hard and you're pulling back from it or have pulled back from it, and it's going to continue. We'll see. Now let's clarify. Let's see what's going on here. I want to go straight into this Fool's energy. There's definitely divine timing at play. There's, like I said, I feel like you're in a period of transition. Ooh, now we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Some of you have a connection either that you're actively engaging in or it's circling around you. And I've been seeing this for you. You might be, I'm telling you, I've said this before. This has come out of my mouth before for you, Taurus, where you may be actively denying a situation because you feel like you're not quite ready. And that's okay too. You do you. And I don't mean that in it. Sometimes people say that and it's kind of like gaslighting. I mean it in a, like, do what serves you best. Only you know what's best for you. All right, let's get into this Fool's energy. You are being asked to open up, though. This is being vulnerable. What's got you being vulnerable here? Knight of Pentacles. You're like, I'll be vulnerable, but I'm not going to just take a leap. Like I said, you're like, let's see, which way is the wind coming? And how fast is it moving? And yeah, there's something that's been on its way for you for so long that maybe you even said, screw it. I'm not even going to pay attention to this, to all of the indications of it coming. You might have something coming in that's taken so long that you're just like, you don't believe it when it arrives. I'm getting that energy here. Ooh, yeah. You're definitely juggling a lot. We have the Two of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles over the Fool now. A lot of Pentacle energy showing up here. Now we have the Two of Cups and the Five of Cups, yeah. I felt this kind of heaviness on my chest, like somebody was sitting on my chest when I started coming into this reading. And now here it is. You're back and forth about a connection that has slowed way the F down. I don't know if you slowed it down or they slowed it down or you're in some sort of pause and you have a lot of uncertainty and you're juggling two ideas here. You're definitely juggling this back and forth energy. You're showing me that it's been up and down with this person in the past. And you're trying to just give it time. And while you're giving it time, I think there's this, it's interesting because you've got, I'm not so sure, we're going to find out in the cards if this is a new beginning with a past person or a new beginning with somebody new. But regardless of romance, whenever I see the Two of Cups, this is also sharing your heart and your vulnerability with the people around you. Sometimes when we get hurt by a situation, we shut down. And you're definitely indicating that you've been needing time to grieve something. And it's kind of taking you to this place where it's been more difficult for you to open up. Like you might show up in states of fear and ambivalence or indecision. We'll call it resistance. I know that came up too for you recently, where whenever there's resistance, it just means to being vulnerable with others. Now, this could be with one person in particular or with other people in general. It's because there's grief and sadness that's in your heart. And it takes time to heal that. Just like it takes time to heal from a wound when we have surgery or when we have an injury. It takes time. The heart is a muscle. What happens when you pull a muscle? Well, you got to give it time to heal. You got to rest. You got to retreat. You got to, take good care of yourself. So I do feel like you have some sort of hurt when it comes to shared love. And maybe even beliefs around that you're trying to adjust. Maybe subconsciously, maybe consciously, where you want to be innocent, but there's something that's happened that has taken away the innocence in your perspectives and your beliefs around love. And so you've been definitely giving yourself the time you need to change that, because you don't want to open up to love with these beliefs that are going to hinder it and make it problematic and make it topsy-turvy. It's a matter of slowing the energy down and doing the healing work. And I see you being intentional about that at this time. Again, grounding, 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, grounding in both your divine feminine and your divine masculine. Beautiful. It's like your intention is right there, Taurus. I would say be patient with the grief. Be patient with the sadness. Be patient with whatever loss. It may not be a relationship ending. It could be a loss of a loved one. I'm not seeing death, but whenever I see the 5 of Cups and the overall general energy, there's something that you're grieving, that you know that you've had to release and leave behind. And those emotions have to be dealt with because you don't want to carry them into a new beginning. So that's why I think your new beginning's a little bit on hold, because you want to be fully aligned in your heart space to welcome in the new. It doesn't mean that you just don't do anything. Your energy is more towards yourself, where it should be at this time. Nurturing of yourself. All right, 10 of Swords. Let's talk about your career. Yeah, you have a vision. We have the 2 of Wands coming out. You definitely want a big change. You've had it feels like you've had some sort of loss in your heart space around something, but it's becoming like this catalytic point for making huge sweeping changes in everything. And I feel like your immediate future, you're kind of like, there's this party that that's afraid to trust the path, trust the process. But Spirit's giving you a lot of reassurance that this is a matter of divine timing. Page of Swords, yeah. Some of you are considering new opportunities that may be around the internet or a global reach, digital kind of footprint sort of work. And you could be learning a lot about that at this time, doing the research, taking the notes, talking to people, getting the information. There's something around you maybe jumping from one type of career to another and straddling both. Because this 2 of Wands is definitely that transition where you want to make a significant change and you're willing to put the time in and learn. Some of you are taking classes, workshops, and there's this beautiful spirit of being, the student and learning. You could be talking to a mentor. Yeah, I love it. There's something that you're leaning toward that's new for you in your career, and it's making you feel excited and happy. You could even be mentoring. You could have an apprentice, and you could be severing one contract as a mentor and gaining another. I'm hearing that for somebody out there where you have a new apprentice and they're really excited, and their excitement and effervescence is renewing your love for what you do. So it may not even be switching careers. It could be just a changing of the people that you're interacting with in your work. But there's this youthfulness and this spirit of, being that perpetual student in the work that you do. And it's bringing you a feeling of joy and richness that I think that you've been needing. It's breathing new life into you, whatever you're doing in your career. If you're considering making a change, I say go for it, because it's going to bring this feeling of confidence back to you that maybe went down because of a love situation. This is a very clear reading. Sometimes readings come in and it's like, I feel like it's all over the place, and I feel like you're very centered right now. You've got like this eye of the tiger, but it's subtle. It's not like this, yang, like I'm going after it. Look at me. It's more like this centered yin, like this, spiritual ninja, like you're moving very methodically, intentionally. It feels very good. Maybe that's why we've got the ninja here. Maybe it's just your exercising strategy. Yeah, I knew it. We got the Nine of Wands over the Page of Cups with your love life, indicating there's some wounds there. There's some past traumas that you're working through. Changing and shifting your belief system around love at this time. Taurus, I'm getting that strongly. Yeah, you're sifting and sorting through your beliefs, even in this tarot. You're like, I don't know, Jenna. I don't know what to tell you here. Yeah. Yeah. If you are actively engaging with another, there is definitely a mismatch here. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, indicating it's not emotionally balanced. Either you can't give it or they can't, but you know that it's not aligned. And it's caused its fair share of wounding. This is someone that you've probably been dealing with for a while. And it's almost like that feeling of no matter how much I put into this, it's never going to give back to me in the ways that are healthy for me, because all I do is end up feeling wounded and scarred and hurt and pretty disappointed, and tired. I get it. I get it. Yeah. And then we have the Three of Swords over that sideways. So you're definitely in a phase, Taurus, where you really just need to be focusing on you. All of your extra energy that you're not focusing on any drama in your love life is really being siphoned to your career and to you stabilizing in your own independence and your own freedom, which you need right now. I'm getting that. It's okay to pull back. Some people decide, hey, I need to go through a single era because it takes energy to build new relationships, especially love bonds. It brings up all of the shadow. And it doesn't mean you can't do the shadow work alone. It's just more accentuated and amplified. And if you just came out of something not that long ago, we'll say the last 6 months or so, you may need to deal with the previous, stuff first before the previous. What did you learn? That's the thing. Our unions, whether they're romantic or platonic, the closest people to us, whoever we allow in, the people that have the power to actually wound us, right? Those people we learn from the most. And you're saying to me, I need a break from certain individuals. I'm hearing for some of you, it's not just one person, it's certain individuals. Because I need to unpack some of this and process some of this. So that's what I'm getting here for the end of the year. All right, Seven of Swords. I'd say, Taurus, more than anything, be gentle with yourself right now. Yeah. Stabilize yourself. We have Judgment in reverse. You may feel like you've made some decisions. I would be careful not being hard on yourself. I feel this feeling of regret. Like, I wish I had maybe made different decisions. But you know what? We have to accept the circumstances of our past. And our journey is to make peace with them and to welcome the lessons that they served. Nothing is ever wasted. Nothing. If you transmute it, if you alchemize it, nothing is ever wasted. So I see you feeling like, I want to make decisions now that I can trust, that build stability. Four of Wands, Seven of Swords, Judgment in reverse. It's about your own personal happiness and fulfillment, Taurus. I see you putting yourself first, and maybe that was the lesson all along. Right. If you're in any kind of connection, romantic or platonic, and you feel like you have to sacrifice parts of yourself to make it work, it's typically not the right balance. Or if you're overgiving, if someone around you is underfunctioning for whatever reason, they're showing up in their wounding, they're not taking accountability, responsibility. It's up to you to pull back and consider, what needs to change in this. We do this all the time with different connections. And I see you creating a little bit of space for you to go through this. There was some resistance, I think, to let go of something. And you may have had to go back to it a few times, and that's okay. Right now, I do think that you're holding back and you're focusing on your work. You're holding back from investing in cultivating any kind of romantic connection. But let's see. Let's clarify this, what you don't see coming. Ooh, sideways. There might be some consideration of communication between you and another person. Let's see, who is this? Maybe we'll get a court card. It's interesting. we have no court cards but the King of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? None at all. None. So you are really on, it feels like a lot of you are on a path on your own at this time by choice. You definitely have some opportunities coming in, but they're sideways. So it's like you're holding back from investing in any new opportunities. It's also the card of communication. There's the Fool. You're definitely in a new beginning, but you're different this time. We have Three of Cups sideways with the World. Yeah, you're wrapping up a cycle where now it's about the truth, finding clarity, and standing. You know what? You don't have any. This is not about you and anybody else now. This is about you really feeling. This is the path of rebuilding your life and rebuilding your self-worth and coming into a place of acceptance over the past and healing. There's a lot of clarity to be found in you standing strong in your own energy at this time. And I think that, you know, it's almost like whatever flow of emotion that you miss feeling, it's almost like you're a little bit shut down, and that's okay. I feel like you see it now. Maybe in the past you didn't realize that you were disconnected. And what makes it disconnected is the wounding and the grief that you still needed to process. And I think that you're being brave, Taurus, because you're going in and you're saying, I need to take a look at this, because if I'm going into a new beginning and I'm unsure about really if I even want to communicate and open up to anything new, especially when it comes to a love decision, if I'm not ready to let those feelings flow, then I need to get right with it. It's almost like and this could be someone you're dealing with too. It might not be all more circumstantial towards you. You know, you could be dealing with a King of Pentacles and this is what you've been dealing with, but I really feel this is more about your individual journey. I feel like you're going to be entering into a new phase where you will be celebrating and you won't be feeling the sadness as much. But right now, I think you need to just honor where you are and fiercely put work into loving yourself and grounding yourself and doing the things for yourself that make you feel independent and strong. Let's get some advice. This is actually a really good reading, Taurus, because you're showing me that you can be patient and that you're very focused on rebuilding your life and the foundational structures that bring you back to life again. After a heart hit. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I think too, what's also going on here is you obviously have a situation where you slowly but surely start to lose faith in it. And I think that when you lose faith in something that you once believed to be true, it messes with your head. And you're going to carry that into the next situation unless you heal that, because then you're going to start, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, a confirmation bias, like, oh, I can't trust anybody now. Well, if you haven't healed that, you're going to create that and manifest that. We do this all the time where we hold on to these biases and then we look for the evidence to prove these biases. And I think that's what you're cleaning up. That doesn't want to go back in. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of you are juggling a lot right now, and you're having to be a lot more careful about how you expend your energy, both inwardly and outwardly, and that's okay. Your advice is to slow things down. Yeah. And focus on your skills, focus on your talents and abilities, and focus on finding peace in your home environment. Okay, Taurus, I feel like your advice is, you know what, it's okay. What you're going through is okay, and you're going to be okay. And that you're doing the work that a lot of people won't look at, like those things. I feel like you're willing to pause and do this beautiful, it's almost like the spiritual efforts that you make now will really pay off in huge dividends down the road. Be patient with the process. Be patient with the process. I'm getting that strongly, Taurus. Let's get into your animal apothecary message. What is this? We have, it looks like a whale. Abundance. Number 9. Ooh. This is interesting. Take a look at that. See what you get from that. I will say that that's something that you could be totally just focused on you and your expansion and your financial goals here. Bigger and better, Taurus. Bigger and better. Let's see number 9. Bowhead whale. To survive, bowhead whale must be in flow with the currents of the ocean. Just want to make sure you can see that, yeah. Where its main source of food lives. When a team is migrating through the Arctic waters, the lead bowhead will often break through the ice to create a hole that the following whales will use to breathe. Bowhead whale comes to ask you to be in harmony with the flow. The flow is the path of least resistance. It is allowing that which is bigger than yourself to guide you. This card reveals that something greater is clearing the way for a time of relief. You're in alignment with the flow where abundance follows. This abundance is revealed to you as your true self. You're being asked to release your negative thinking and worry. Rest assured that whatever is currently bringing discord or angst will soon dissipate. Let go. Holding on to worry is resisting the state of flow. When we trust life and surrender, we work in flow. When we work in flow, we channel, which means to allow the universe to self-express through us. In these magical moments of inspiration, we allow the universe to actualize, using us as the vehicle. This is bliss, as we transcend the superego and are one with the ultimate oneness. This is where we realize our true self. This is ultimate abundance. Bowhead whale's medicine suggests prayer as a gateway to channeling. Ask the universe what you can do for it and not what it can do for you. What comes next is better than what you could wish for. Yeah. I'm sending you love, Taurus. Have a happy, happy holiday for the rest of this week. And I hope that you enjoy your independence, your freedom. Trust what's unfolding and channel, be in the flow. It makes all the difference in the world. There's a beauty there. There's a magic there. Take care.